fucked up my back. Sorry, guys. I don't know why I'm saying I'm sorry. Whew. You know, you just like, how do you hurt your back when you don't do anything, you know, strenuous? It's just fucking went out. Oh, brutal. Anyway, before I talk about this gun, real quick, I just want to talk about some new molds I got. In case you're looking for a holster for that particular gun. First of all, I'm doing these now. It's a combination cuff carrier with a mag carrier, and the mag carrier has the MRD adjustment in there, which allows you to use any magazine you want from 40 caliber down, okay? And people are really liking it, especially cops going to court and stuff like that. So as far as the belt attachments go, I could put a paddle on there for it, or the tech lock, which is awesome. And the tech lock has these little tabs here to adjust from 2 inches all the way down to 1.5 inches on your belt. And it locks, which is really cool, so don't come off by accident. I really like them. Probably, you know, because I just block it out for whatever I attach to it. So I could probably put anything you want on it. Mollies, regular, you know, regular in the waistband clip like this. Yeah, pretty much anything. But I just like to show these because these two are the main ones people like. And I'm starting to get orders for Molly straps too, which I just got an order for this. Now, new molds I got is if you have a CSX, got that, okay? And also have a Glock 34 with a TLR1. And it is a superior mold, so that'll come out super clean. And a Glock 34 with an X300 light. Another superior mold, okay, which is this here. That's what I would test it with. And I also have an X300 to test it for the other one. I don't make a gun unless I have a holster, unless I have the mold and the blue gun. Doesn't go out the door until it's tested, because I can't stand callbacks. It's very frustrating, so that's the best thing to do. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that. And as always, I'm all caught up. And if you order any kind of holster right now, anything on that website, it'll probably go out the next day or within the next 2 days easily. So that's good for you. It's bad for me because I'm not super busy. All right, so let's move these out of the way. I'm not real familiar with this gun, but a holster was needed for it. A holster couldn't be found for it of good quality anyway. So I made it for a customer. And this is the CANIK the MC3, METE, MC3. It's very compact and small. Every company's making this size gun now. Ever since the Glock 43 came out, now everyone's making this size gun with more magazine capacity. So now that it's the same size as the 43, now they have a little edge on the 43 because they're putting double stack mags in these small 43 size guns. But in all fairness, this does have an extended mag. My 43 has an extended mag, but this still carries more. This holds maximum capacity with one in the chamber. It holds 13 rounds. That's a lot. It's a little gun. All right. Oh, got an awesome Holoson on there. I'm telling you, man, I am a huge fan of these Holosons. The number one thing I like about them is the glass, and the dot is super crisp. And if you put it up against a $500 red dot, you can't, I don't see any difference. It used to be not even $500, $700, $800. Used to be the lower cost red dots. You could see the difference. There would be like a ghost around the dot or a haze. It wasn't super crisp. The Holosons are super crisp. I have one on my Glock 45, and I want to get one for my Shockwave. Because the Shockwave I have, I put a rail on it, and I think I'd like to have a little red dot on it. This is great. These red dots, if you have bad eyes, especially me, I have to make a decision when I'm shooting. I put my glasses on and I can see the sights, right? Take my glasses off, I can see the target, can't see the sights. So the red dot ends that problem, but you have to practice bringing it up and pointing the gun. Bring it up, point, bring it up, point, because right now without the red dot, you're going to be way faster with your iron sights. Another good thing is if you are a young guy with 20/20 vision and you don't think you need the red dot, here's an advantage you can even have with the red dot. You can shoot very, very far away with it, you know, like 25 yards, you know, and it's pretty amazing. So that would be a good advantage you would have with it also. I think anyone would have an advantage with it if they practice and train, no matter what your eyes look like. So what I love about these Holosons is they're very thick steel, and it's like indestructible, really. And the battery's right here, so it's not underneath. Remember when these first came out, the batteries were underneath? That was a horror story. And then after a while, the red dot would flicker because the battery wasn't making good contact. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And all the other red dots today are the same way too. I'm so glad they figured out a way to stop that. Now I feel really good about having a red dot on my pistol. I have one on my Glock 45. I don't know the model of red dot. It's green, I know that. This is a little compact red dot for like the 43, the P365, this gun, what's the Ruger? The FN Flex. I'll be doing holsters for that. I'll have the mold tomorrow, the FN Flex. That's pretty tough to find a holster for. I got lucky and found a mold for it. Actually, someone found it for me because I couldn't find it. So, drifting off topic, let's get back to the gun. So, CANIK is Century Arms. I remember when they first started making handguns, and the CANIK was reliable out of the gate. I don't usually, when a gun comes out when a company comes out with a new model, it does goofy shit in the beginning. They might test it at the factory and it's passing tests there, but the longevity, I don't know if they test for longevity. So after a while, they start doing weird things. But the CANIK seems pretty solid. I haven't heard anything like dropping it and it going off, or doing stovepipes, mag falling out of it too easy, stupid shit like that. I heard happens with other certain gun that I will not say because I don't want to, but that particular gun that was doing that is straightened out and is a good quality gun now. Yeah, so this is a really nice size, and the trigger, man, that's got a strong spring. Wow, it's got a nice trigger. It's a lot of travel, Oh man, the resets right away though. So the reset goes out maybe, let me try it again. Just under a 1/4 inch, like a heavy 1/8. That's good. You don't want it too short of a reset when it's a self-defense pistol. You gotta kind of, I mean, if you're looking for a bullseye shooter, okay, a short reset really helps you out. But a little gun like this is for self-defense, okay? This ain't for splitting hairs. But I'll tell you what, when you train with the red dot, you will get groups the size of your fist at 25 yards when you get good with it. I haven't trained with it much. I've seen guys that are trained with it and how good they can shoot with it. Okay, I haven't shot forever. But this is a nice little gun. It doesn't flex when you squeeze it. Usually the double stack magazines on these little guns, they need as much room as they can, so they have to make this as thin as they can to keep the gun small. But I'm pushing on it, and there's very little flex, tiny bit. So that's good. I like that. I don't like when you squeeze it and it flexes. I just don't like it. Okay. Not that it affects anything. It also has a cocking indicator on the back, which is cool. Doesn't get in the way of anything. It's good to know. It's good to have. And it also has a chamber indicator on the top, so that's good too. The sights are steel, and I love the rear sight. It has a nice window in there. It's not too tight, and the sights are rounded. The problem with my Glock 43 is my sights are pointy, so when I sit and my big fat roll rolls over it, here comes the train. My big fat roll rolls over it, it pokes my ass all night long. So I'm gonna have to get a file or a Dremel and round it off to stop that, or get new sights. I'd rather just round it off. That's all I can really say about this little gun. and another thing is, I hate guns that have controls, on a lot of controls on the side that stick out. I can't stand it. And this is really slick. I wish HK would start doing this with their USP compacts. Well, when they were out, see that? And it's on both sides for your ambi. Now, can you switch the mag over back and forth? I don't know. Usually, if the design looks the same on both sides, usually it can be switched back and forth. And this gun, it looks like the hole is the same shape as this side, so you might be able to do it. There's your takedown tabs. They're nice. They really have a lot of not checkering, whatever the hell you call it. I'll call it checkering. It's aggressive checkering, but it's very low profile, so your thumb won't slip off it. That's really nice. Glock still needs to work on that. That's the one thing I don't like about Glock. I don't like their takedown tabs. After a long time, you get used to them, but sometimes it still takes 2-3 attempts to get the slide off. Now, if they had takedown tabs like that, can you see that? It's big, but it's low profile. So who cares if it's big, right? And you can get more surface of your fingers on there, and it lets it easily come off. I'm not going to take this apart because it's not mine, and plus YouTube don't like that, and I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure it's very simple. So that's all I can really say about it without shooting it. It definitely leaves a nice impression. It's got a great coating on the barrel. I mean, it seems like a good quality gun. The finish looks great, feels great. Doesn't look like it'll come off easy at all. I'd put it right up there when any other gun's finished, the way it feels and looks. You could spot a cheap finish as soon as you feel it, you know. It's nice. All right, guys, video's getting way too long. Please check the website out. The link is right under the video. The website's been all reorganized. You should be easier to navigate, and you know, the prices are great for the quality you're getting. You're getting really good quality. Every holster is made very carefully. I don't let it go out unless, in my naked eye, that it looks perfect and fits perfect. Number one is fits perfect. All right, I'll see you later.